Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security guard.
Up next, the Wizards taking on the Celtics. For the Wizards, they're hungry to start the season off right. Opening night wins are extra sweet. Celtics, Wizards, coming up next, right after this. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Poole and Kispert at the 1 and 2. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Bey in at the 3, the small forward. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times, I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Substitution here for Washington. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Sarr comes in for Kuzma. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Bey. And Brogdon is subbed in for Kispert. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Holmes, and here's Brogdon. A minute 9 left in the first. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
What I like about Brogdon is that he takes his time, allowing these scoring opportunities to open up naturally.
Back to Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. Pulls up. Tatum can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
And they've made it all the way back. Wow. Just a dynamite run.
Outside Tatum. Guarded by Poole. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Poole outside. From behind the arc. Horford pulls it in. 1 second left. No luck on that one. What a performance for Jordan Poole. He's been the story for the Wizards. He put together 10 points in the quarter, More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
Sarr out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Lewis in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Misses in close.
Man, you look spooked going up for that, man. You got to go up with a little bit more confidence. You got to say it with your chest.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Horford passes to Cornette. Back to Horford. Here's Pritchard. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Washington has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Brogdon, the pass to Sarr. So for the Wizards, Valanciunas comes in for Sarr, and Corey Kispert subbed in for Lewis. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Kuzma. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Holiday taking his time here. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Kuzma. Puts up a 3. Washington again can't hit. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Tatum drills the 3.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
And it's Brogdon with the ball for Washington. Trailing by 5. On the take. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Horford. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Tatum. Inside. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
The Wizards have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Kuzma outside. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Up top, Valanciunas to the middle. Here's Brogdon. Brogdon with a nice finish down low.
Brogdon with the smooth finish inside. His game is so polished.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Washington. Poole comes in for Coulibaly. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They made life hard on opponents, one of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
That'll do it for the first half. Boston out in front, up by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
53.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, right now for Washington, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Wizards.
They're pulling out all the stops, refusing to back down, getting themselves to the line. They've got that defense frustrated.
You know what impresses me? That the refs aren't out of breath from blowing the whistle so much.
That's a good one, Ernie.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
The Wizards trail by 6. So the Celtics 5 right now. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Drew Holiday. Can't hit from in close.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Just lost his head out there.
Koulibaly in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the Celtics also making a change. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Horford finds Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got 19 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Sarr. Kispert on the wing. Here's Sarr. Here's Koulibaly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Left side, Holiday. Horford outside. Right side, Tatum. Shoots it from the high post. It's rebounded by Washington. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Kispert with the ball. 21 points in the game. Off with the layup. Now Tatum from the baseline. And it's Boston scoring again.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Sarr. And it's Lewis in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Kuzma for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Celtics lead by 5. Rebounded by Brogdon. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Puts it up from 17. Count that bucket.
His court vision and decision-making, it's what makes Brogdon such a talented playmaker.
Horford outside to the paint. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's Brogdon. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Sarr. Outside for Brogdon. Let's go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Brogdon. Pritchard hits the trifecta. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Washington now called by Washington. There's 25 seconds left to play in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
You have to foul quickly to extend the game and hope it's a poor free throw shooter. But you can't get picky. You have to foul whoever gets it.
The 3-pointer off the mark. Brogdon feeling it out a bit to the inside. From deep 3-point land. No good. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.